Hi everybody, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets, and today we're going to review the Obi Worldphone MV1. The Obi Worldphone MV1 is a very unusual phone and it has a very striking design, as you can see here. So let's go and take a closer look. The Obi One phone has a very striking design where the glass is actually sort of floating on top. It's sort of like you could say stuck on. If you come round the bottom, you have your micro USB and microphone, and there's pretty much nothing on this side at all, and you've got your 2 megapixel camera here, and on the back there is the 8 megapixel camera and the flash. So fairly straightforward. Got your power and your volume keys. It does have a sunlight readable display, so I'm just going to turn this on, and we are in sunlight, direct sunlight, and you can actually see the screen really clearly. So it runs CyanogenMod, and it has this sort of funky groovy sort of design. I'll go through some of the specifications in a bit more detail. So it basically has all the latest technology. It's got LTE, so it's got the 4G. You can see the various bands there, which is quite good. It also is relatively compact, weighs 149 grams with the battery. It's got a polycarbonate battery. It also has a smudge-free coating, so your fingerprints don't show up. That's quite nice. There is a flash word for that. It's a 5-inch IPS 720p display, 294 ppi, and it's got Gorilla Glass 3. Runs the Android Lollipop 5.1 and it's CyanogenMod 12.1.1. Apparently is meant to be updated at some point to the CyanogenMod 13, but we shall see. It's based on Android Lollipop. It does only have up to the 1st of May at the moment, 2016 security update, a Snapdragon 212, a 1.3 gigahertz processor, and Adreno 304. Memory's not too bad. Storage 16 gig, 2 gig of RAM. Because it's got Cyanogen, it's quite a nimble little device. You can put up to 64 gigabyte micro SD card, and your camera's quite a basic affair. Don't even worry too much about how good it is. It's not particularly that good, and I'll go through some of the actual footage in a minute. Video does up to 1080p. It's got dual mic for noise cancellation. The audio DTS sounds is very good. So when you plug your headphones, unbelievable to think we actually have to talk about a headphone socket in here, it actually does do the job really well. And the other nice thing about this, which I'll show you, is it has the ability, if I take this back off, so replaceable battery. It has 2 micro SIMs and then the 3rd slot to put your 64 gig micro SD card. So anyway, let's take a further look at right, so if we take a look at the camera, it's a really basic affair. Push button video, panorama. It's got a few modes. When you swipe down, you've got steady photo, night, action, HDR, and auto. There's a few settings that go through the various quality that you can actually select. I'll show you there, but there isn't an awful lot. You can adjust the ISO. Look at that, it's even got a typo. Bring that back up, even got a typo there as well. The video settings. So it actually says in the official online specifications it can do 1080p video, but it doesn't. It lapses at 720p. It does do time lapse, which is quite unusual. Bring that back up. Sorry. Power shutter button, volume left-handed controls, bright screen to make it. Just tap on that. But the brightness is quite high anyway because we're out in sunlight. So there we have it. In terms of photo quality, let's have a look at some of the quality here of the photos. So if I go into the gallery, I'll just come back out here, go to camera. I've got to say the photos, whether you use the, there you go, the front, so that's from the rear, it's okay, nothing special, it's a bit soft around the edges. Selfie side, pretty awful, but again, it's a 2 megapixel camera, what you expect, and not too bad, but again, put it on Facebook, be none the wiser, to be honest, and there we have it. It does have, if I go into, it does have audio FX, but that simply, if I show you, is either on or off. There is no other option there. The sound through the headphones is actually very good. And then we have various other little settings here, and the usual Google stuff, and a few sort of Swift key for the keyboard, and some of the Google bits and pieces. You know, it's fairly fluid, moves quite fast, but this is running a Snapdragon 212. It does have this really unusual design where it is sort of curved at the bottom. I'll just zoom in a bit tighter there. Come on. And at the top it's sort of got this square sort of look, but the screen's sort of glued on. But this 720p panel isn't too bad. We're in bright sunlight, it's in the glare, and it works quite nicely. It's quite a nice build. There's loudspeakers, not very loud. Headphone jack's excellent, so you plug some headphones in, does a very, very good job with the headphones. In terms of the processor, the 212 that's in here does get slowed. Don't try and play some big action games, the frame rates will skip. But overall, this isn't too bad. As you can see, this is the black version, and it's got the 4G connectivity. Didn't put the back on properly. The loudspeaker vent is on the back, and this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets and my quick review of the Obi Worldphone MV1. To read the other half of the review, you have to read it, I'm afraid, head over to the link below to the main review, where I shall cover off a bit more information on this device. Any questions, please leave a question below. Leave a thumbs up, please, if you can. If not, I'll catch you soon at the next video. Cheers, this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com.